All right. So, yeah, I'm just going back to the ordinance that was passed this year. Criteria for designation and when you're drafting your letter, you may want to allude to the criteria for designation, which is character, interest, or value. Number two, association with events that have made a significant contribution, association with the lives of persons, embodiment of distinctive characteristics. And to me, that was the Doremus building, for example. Identification of a work of a builder, designer, artist, architect, embodiment of elements of design, unique location, or historic resources. So it's not just, like the facade of a house or something. It's deeper. And I think that's where we need more of a narrative available to the public.
I doubt all four of you will knows this, but the building we're sitting in,
It's the old auto body,
Doremus Ford.
Oh, yeah,
auto shop.
yes.
Car dealer.
It is
Called a Go Sign. Yeah, Go Sign is an old hand painted advertising sign that has been preserved on a building for an extended period of time.
so that's,
Go Sign.
yeah.
Go Sign.
Over by the Wrigley sign, I know this is bad, I'm interrupting, but there's also a Citarella sign. Now, you folks know Citarella's
Oh, yeah.
Prospect?
Yes.
Well, that's where they started, over there by. the-
Yes, that's right.
There's a
That's
Citarella
another
sign.
interesting aspect of
And
that.
something was here for the longest time was the Red Bank Register on White Street, up high. It was written up there and then one day it was gone.
Oh.
Red Bank Register, that was around for a million years.
Wow,
Yes,
not a minute.
I remember that.
Long time.
I mean, we may want to consider adding to our list,
Oh, we can always add to the list.
go signs,
Well, I mean,
or, that sort of stuff around Red Bank. An inventory of it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that if you look into like that there is something like an ordinance that says like a historic preservation ordinance that says something about like go signs and designating a go sign. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's out there.
okay,
So, yeah, would that be part of your letter
Well,
to the council?
that wasn't gonna be the focus of it, but that could be part of it. I mean,
It's an example of.
yeah.
I think it's a good idea, yeah.
So really, we want to protect. Obviously, the things things that are out in the open, those signs that can be seen now, I think we already have. The ability to add them to a list, okay, to designate them. So my primary concern was here was something that had been plastered over or otherwise covered over for years. And what appeared to everyone who would walk by to be a totally unremarkable building.
Right,
And then they demolished the totally unremarkable building and here it is.
yeah.
I just was Googling ghost signs. And Milwaukee has an app that you could download, and if you hold it up to a building, it makes it vibrant again and you can tell. So
Oh,
even, yeah,
interesting.
so.
Like with a QR code or.
Yeah, I guess, but so if were certain signs around town, even if they disappear. And you had an app and you can go around and find them, so, yeah. In Milwaukee, though, not here. I mean, designing an app, I designed an app with some kids from High Tech High, the one that's the Red Bank History app. Maybe it could even be into
Is
that.
that a Milwaukee specific app that
Yeah.
works only for?
Yeah,
It only works for the ghost signs that they inventory.
Yes.
Made it, oh.
And then what they've done is they've brought it back to life just on the app. So if you hold it up, you
That's like
can,
what
Yeah,
you're talking about,
something-
making a good compromise where you can see what used to be there, like, is it like, instead
Right.
of putting it in their lobby, another thing would be, let's take
yeah,
some pictures of it and put it in this
yeah,
app.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that could be added to like a walking tour map of Red Bank.
Fascinating.
If you just had all these QR codes that you could go
Well,
up.
we already have an app that has 4 tours on it. So maybe even the kids that
Incorporating it into that type. of-
add another tour.
So it does, who organizes that right now? Is that River Center or?
Marjorie did.
Oh, Margaret. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's like in, I don't know what it's called, a space app where you hold your phone up to the sky and
yeah.
it
I
can
love
it.
use
Yes,
the
it shows-
location,
I have.
Right, so this is what it looks like.
hold it around and see
Just-
what lights up.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Right, I haven't even seen that, that's interesting.
The QR code is by Riverside Gardens and also by the train station now. Or you could just go to your app and download Red Bank History. And then there's 4 tours on it now.
Well, yeah, see, something like that, maybe we can work with the River Center on promoting
Maybe,
that.
maybe.
So that there's awareness of it.
I don't know.
I had no idea this app, this exists now then,
Right, yeah.
so.
I don't know. I mean, this particular one, I just worked with some kids from High Tech High on Brookdale's campus. So I don't know if anybody there. If we keep going, it's another avenue, like the T. Thomas Fortune Cultural Center pays for the app. So all they have to do is renew it every year with $1. And, there it is, but
I think that's really a good idea.
Yeah, it is a great idea. Okay. So all right, so Lou, you're gonna follow up with drafting a letter to the council. All right. Number 3 that I added to the agenda is collaboration with the River Center. So that's something that really just developed over the last day or two. Lou and I are on the email chain, so it was introduction by Christina from the council to Bob Zuckerman, who runs the River Center. And they would like to meet to see if there's ways that we can collaborate with them to help, I guess, bring businesses and tourists and residents who are interested in businesses that would highlight the history of the town somehow, or be sympathetic to historical places. So that meeting has not been set yet, but we're working on that, and I think anyone from the council who wants to attend that meeting can.
well, I think, I would just suggest
Make
that
sure there's not a quorum, so
All right.
that is not a quorum.
not a quorum.
So that, yeah,
Okay.
that was the one question. So if it has to be less than 3 people.
So 2 people can attend.
So 2 people from our Historic Preservation Commission could attend that meeting.
Okay.
I probably will be out of town, but if you want to decide amongst yourselves who would go.
Well, it'd probably be best if you get some dates and then to see who's available on those dates.
Okay, well, so for the quorum, for the communication on coordinating it, can we have more than 2 people? No, okay, so that's where
First,
it gets.
the first step is if you would reach out to Bob and ask him to suggest some dates in July. And then send the dates to all the commission people and see if there's 2 people who can attend and will attend, want to attend. I think that's the steps to take.
Yeah, okay, so I'll send out that letter and see, Bob has already suggested some dates, so I'll send those out to our commission and then we can see who's available.
Yep.
All right, so
Final comments?
public comments on anything.
Look at me, I already said my thing.
Okay,
I have a comment. It's back to what we were just talking about. I think you can get when you dig through stuff and you find old stuff and everything can become an archaeological site, because everything's here put on before all these houses were here. I dug my fence out in the back. I found a Revolutionary cannonball. Right? So should all work stop and dig out the site and see what else is there, you know what I mean? It becomes like, like everything stops in its place because everything is now historic and has meaning. So I don't know what I think this is what you're talking about, modernizing it and making an app and celebrating what's there as old is fantastic. And it also modernizes something to look back in the past, which is really cool to me. But I don't know how much you want to be able to stop the building, the
Yeah,
automobile building.
There's a balance, right, to construct. And there's judgment calls to be made, right? But I think the point should be we should give people guidance and have an ordinance that requires that when sign, we have to define it well, that, I mean, obviously, that sign caused a stir on social media, okay? So, and frankly, it suggests something about history. I mean, I very clearly to me that met the criteria. Okay, a cannonball found in your backyard.
I'm just saying it's.
I understand. I don't think that would, hey, listen, if you go to Middletown, Horsey Brook, you find all kinds of fossils. I get it. Yeah, no, but it's.
Can I say, I don't know what you did with your cannonball, but if you consider,
Yes.
oh, well, if you consider that in New Jersey, it's mandated to include in your curriculum for fourth graders, New Jersey history. And if it were my backyard, I would talk to the principal over at the primary school and see if, because kids, especially young kids, love to be able to touch things. And if they were studying New Jersey history, and fifth grade is also kind of the Revolutionary War the first time, the middle school, they teach it again the second time. So to allow kids to actually hold a part of history.
I would gladly donate it.
Would be an awesome thing. So it's really your initiative talking to maybe the superintendent. I'm on the library board, and if he doesn't attend, his representative sometimes attends. So I will mention to her this find and.
I did the research myself and I assume it's that because it's definitely pre-Civil War, so it doesn't make sense. It's all.
Yeah, but I will make a note to myself to mention to because if the superintendent is not at the library board meeting, one of the curriculum coordinators is, so.
Be great.
Yeah,
I agree with you. The idea of tangible object to touch and talk about the historical.
yes, yeah, so, okay, cool.
So I just wanted to say something anecdotally, because it's Juneteenth and we were talking about the west side being predominantly a black part of Red Bank. But when I was growing up here in Red Bank, there were different pockets of small black communities on the east side of Red Bank as well. Namely Linden Place and then Goosetown. But I was talking to my father about this before I came here tonight, and he said that he was an insurance salesman for Metropolitan Life Insurance, and a lot of his clients were these families in these different neighborhoods, and he got to know a lot of them pretty well. And he said when Count Basie used to come back to Red Bank long after he was famous, he would sit out on the porch and on the steps with his neighbors over in Goosetown there and talk to them just like they were his old school chums and stuff. So anyway, I just want to say, because, you know, Juneteenth and that the west side was not the only predominantly black part of Red Bank's community, that we did have these smaller pockets of small black neighborhoods that are part of Red Bank's history as well. Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I believe we can.
I'll second that.
Okay, the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Yeah.